Okay, so today I have this speech to do. I had a 5-page paper due in my English class, and I had 2 midterms, one of them in this class. And I was up till 3 o'clock last night writing my paper, and I actually woke up at 6, and I made myself bacon and eggs and hash browns, and had a glass of milk. Because I knew if I didn't, I would have a terrible day. And Gunther says all happiness depends on a leisurely breakfast, which is true. Because I'm energized today, and if I weren't, I'd be, when the speech is over, I'd be in the back with my head down, not paying attention, which is good. And, I mean, how many of us, after, like, partying with our friends all night, go out at like 4 o'clock in the morning to like Denny's and order breakfast? Like, we've all done it. Seriously, like here's like the pancakes, IHOP, like it's like the greatest thing to like have with your friends. So there's a reason why they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And I know from experience, like today, staying up till 3 in the morning, that it is. Thank you.
I need to wash my face. I wanted to,
All right, RJ, I like the opening. You've got a nice use of personal experience. You're telling your own story. I think that gives you some confidence when you're speaking, and you know some details that you can talk about. And so you're on the right track there. I think the problem is that that's the only example that you've got, and so it gets a little restricted after you use it in your introduction to talk about it much further than that. After that, it's very abstract. You need an organizational structure to set up the content more and to help you find a few more things to talk about. But the attention device and the thesis were really solid. The one example that you developed, your personal experience, I thought that was pretty good, but that's as far as it goes. Presentation-wise, your voice, you've got good energy level at the beginning of the presentation. I think there's a reasonable variety in your voice. It flows smoothly for the time you're up there. It's not a long time. It's 1 minute and 28 seconds. So you do talk confidently for that amount of time, and there's not a lot of hesitancy there, but it does seem kind of abrupt that you've run out of things to say. But I did think that you got to a nice exit point, and you didn't tag on one of those taglines, that's it, or I guess that's it, or I'm done, or something along those lines, and so it came across pretty effectively there. Your facial expressions are fine. Your gestures, I thought you had some nice indicators. A couple of times they seemed a little bit broad, especially in the opening of the presentation. No obvious signs of anxiety. Everything was fairly nice in the presentation. I just don't think you get much chance to get rolling on the subject and get into it and talk about it a little bit more. And so as a consequence, it's a little hard to warm up to the speech. So there wasn't anything that was a big problem, and just not enough opportunities to get some more depth of your presentation into what you're doing here. Thank you.